Hello, welcome to A Day of a Life in Flow. I'm Stasha the Period Coach, and here is a sneak peek of what it's like to live and run your business with your menstrual cycle. I am on day 17 of my cycle. I am well into my luteal phase. But with that little extra energy that comes with the second wind, I went and did a ton of errands today. I got a bunch of new thread for 2 new cross-stitch patterns. I'm obsessed. I did go to the grocery store. I went to the pet food store so we can all eat, and I sat down and did a bunch of work. I caught up on all my emails from the weekend. I emailed my one-on-one clients the link for next year. I have one spot for one more one-on-one client next year, so I put that out in my newsletter that'll go out tomorrow. I wrote my newsletter for tomorrow. So lots of good stuff, lots of catching up and getting things sorted. I also had my appointment with my EFT practitioner today, so good day today. Stasha the Period Coach here with A Day of a Life in Flow. Day 18, still feeling good, yay. Early luteal phase, getting into that mid-luteal phase. Feeling good, got some great work done, had some great application calls for the school. I'm so stoked. I love talking to these people. Like, they're just such awesome, passionate human beings. It just lights my day up in a huge way. So all in all, great. Did some work, but actually did a bunch of cooking again today. I had a big break in the middle of the day, and I decided rather than sit down and sit at my computer and work, it's so cold here, that I would fire up the oven and do some cooking, even only to just warm up for the day. So yeah, did do that, but that's great because now I'll have even more prepared for when I hit that deep luteal phase. Hello and welcome to A Day of a Life in Flow. I'm Stasha the Period Coach, and I am here to share a sneak peek of what it looks like inside my life while I run my life and my business with my cycle. So I am on day 19. This is the luteal phase of my menstrual cycle. It's still while my estrogen and progesterone is high, so still has some good energy. Had my 2 mastermind calls with my period coaching school students today, which were just lovely and inspiring, and God, I love them. They are amazing. And had a couple of client calls as well, and then still worked on my cross stitch a bit this afternoon during my lunch break because I'm addicted now. And now I'm about to have some dinner, do my charting and evening wind down activities, and I'm going to take Tai Chi. My boyfriend teaches it, and he's about to teach a class, so I'm going to go do some evening Tai Chi. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Stasha the Period Coach here, doing A Day of a Life in Flow. I am on day 20. I'm moving into that deeper luteal phase now, so I can start to feel a decline of energy, feeling a little pressure around the uterus. I had client calls all day, so that was kind of nice. I just chilled in between. I did do a little bit of shopping. I got my assistant a holiday gift, and I went and looked for some people who can do some audio mixing to see if I can get the audio book mixed properly, because it's above my pay grade. So I did start looking for people who can help me with that. But yeah, not a whole lot outside of just being present for my clients. We're wrapping up the year. Some are moving into next year, so some are doing planning, some are just wrapping up and winding down. So really just a super fulfilling day. It's A Day of a Life in Flow. Today is day 21. I'm certainly sliding into that luteal phase. The energy is declining, but I really wanted to get some major cleaning done. So it was run the oven cleaning level cleaning, but since it needs to be done anyway, I just sort of went with it today. I did have a speaking gig. I was speaking into a group of women today, which was fantastic. I always love doing those educational talks, so that was a ton of fun. And I had a client wrapping up the year, so it was actually quite a fun day in work, and I really got a ton of housekeeping stuff done, so it's really feeling like a good roll into the deeper luteal phase. We'll see how long this second wind lasts. Welcome to A Life in Flow. It's day 22. I had a bit of a rough one, and I'm losing the battle against my hair today. It was a rough endo flare, and I'm going to show you on my chart, and we're going on a little exploration. and my energy has gone down substantially. So bright orange is my feeling high energy. This light blue is feeling just a little bit fatigued, and this dark blue is nap. And so clearly when this flips, this is a big sign of like I slept for a lot of the day. Crampy morning, headachy afternoon, ended up in the bathtub. Introverted colors, which just to me means like, I wasn't upset, I wasn't mad, I wasn't sad, I was happy, but I was mostly just unconscious, right? So this is a very clear sign for me. Now the question is, I feel like this happens fairly regularly, and I want to go back and look at my past charts and see if there is this kind of day that stands out before I get my cycle. Last month, not so much. Seemed to be pretty sustainable, predictable decline in energy, nothing really crazy happening there, so we move on. Yes, now it definitely happened this month where I ovulated late, and I had migraines, I had a sharp decline in energy, I even had one up here, and then I can see just the mood changing, self-care going up substantially. So yeah, definitely longer phase there, got me. Now this month also has that kind of predictable decline, so there's not like a surprise day or anything, and then the mood sort of starts to shift a little bit. But yeah, not really a standout day, just a very predictable decline, so there we go. Same, good, easy, predictable decline in energy there as well. This one we've got a little standout day where it dipped and then rose again. This was a lot of travel, and there was definitely there was definitely a dip, a rise, a dip, a rise. So lots of traveling, lots of going to different places, and that kind of tends to do it as well. So it looks like overall it is a pretty steady decline, so I could probably expect tomorrow to be a pretty lazy day, and hopefully I'll get my cycle in the next couple of days. We'll find out. Welcome to a day of a life in flow. It's a Sunday in flow, but it's also Monday morning in Australia, where I am live streaming into a group to teach the ladies who launch how to launch with flow. So it is Sunday, it is day 23 for me. I am deep into that fatigue, so I actually just woke up from about a 2-hour nap where full-on drool was coming down my face. Glad I gave myself a half an hour to sort of get it together. But yeah, I really just rested today. I ate really good food today. I FaceTimed with family, and I took a nice long nap so that I could be ready to do this. I'm very excited for it. I love teaching this stuff. Unfortunately, I can do it at any phase of my cycle. But if you're new, I highly recommend that you do your speaking gigs in follicular, ovulation, perhaps early luteal, and then to bump them back another month if you can, otherwise. All right, I'll see you.